Students, today we are here for the science class. Today I am going to teach you chapter 4 pollination. In this I am going to teach you children the parts of a flower. Okay. Now children, before starting I would like to tell you that the flower is a reproductive part of a plant. Now we are going to start from here. Now children, this is the stalk of the flower and this is known as the pedicel. Okay. The stalk of the flower is known as a pedicel. Now I would like to show you over here that see children, this is the stalk of the flower and the flower rests on it like this. Okay. So this part of the flower is known as the pedicel. Okay. Now children, after the pedicel, we come to the swollen part of this flower. Okay. Can you see the swollen part? This is known as the thalamus. Okay. Now children, the flower basically has four parts: the calyx, the corolla, the androecium and the gynoshim. Okay. Now children, the calyx is, what is the calyx? Calyx is the outmost whorl or outmost layer of the flower. Okay. Which is known as sepal. It is green in color and it can be 4 or 5 in number. Okay. Or more than 5 also. It depends from flower to flower. Okay. So children, what is the work of the sepal? The work of the sepal is to produce or to prepare food for the plant and to protect the bud. Okay, to protect the flower at its young stage or to protect the bud. All right, and this is a leaf-like structure as you can see, and it is green in color. Now, to make it more clear, children, I would like to show you the sepals over here. Now, see, this is a bud. All of you can see a bud, and this is the sepal. Can you see? In this, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sepals. Okay. And what is the work of the sepal? To produce food. Okay. To produce or prepare food for the plant and to protect the bud. See, you can see this is protecting the bud. Okay. To protect the bud or the flower at its young stage. Right. Now children, the second part I told you was the corolla. Okay. The first part was calyx, I've told you. Now the second part is the corolla. And corolla is known as the petals of the flower. All of you know that the petals of the flower are colorful. All the flowers have different beautiful colors. Okay. And they have different colors as well as they have different scents and fragrance also. Okay. And this fragrance or scent attracts the insects and the animals and it helps in pollination. Alright children. Now, this was the second part that I told you, that is known as corolla. Okay. Now we come to the third part, that is the androecium. Children, androecium is the male reproductive part of a plant. Okay. It is called stamen and it consists of two parts, the anther and the filament. So children, anther and the filament together they make stamen. It is called stamen. Okay. Now over here you can see this yellow part. Okay, this yellow part you can see. This is known as anther. It has dust-like particles called pollen grains. Okay, and this long stalk-like structure you can see. This is known as filament. Okay, and this helps the anther to attach with the flower. Okay, children. So these two things together, anther and filament, they make stamen and known as gynoshim, and it is the male reproductive part of a flower. Okay. Now children, we come to gynoshim, that is the fourth part of a flower. Gynoshim is the female reproductive part of a flower. Okay. It also consists of 3 parts. Okay. Stigma, style and ovary, and is known as pistil. Okay. So the pistil consists of 3 parts, children: stigma, style and ovary. Now children, you can see the swollen part over here. This is known as stigma. Okay, it is sticky. And what happens when the pollen grains transfer from the anther to the stigma? Okay, and with the help of this tube-like structure you can see, style, it goes down to the ovary. Okay, over here you can see this egg-like structure. In the ovary you can see this egg-like structure. This is known as ovule. Okay, children, and this, when the pollen grains from here, from the anther, they go to the stigma, and with the help of this tube they come down, then fertilization takes place. Okay, children, and this ovary changes into the fruit. Okay, develops into a fruit, and the ovules, they make the seeds of the flower. Alright, so the ovary is making the fruit of the plant and the ovules are making the seeds of the plant. Is that clear, children? Now the parts of the flower are clear to you. I've told you about the pistil. Pistil is the stalk. The solen-like structure is the thalamus. Okay, and the work and this is the stalk. I've told you the pedicel is the stalk. The thalamus is the solen structure. Then I have told you about the sepals. They are the leaf-like structure. They are green in color. Their function is to prepare food and protect the bud. All right, children. Then we come to the female part. We come to the male part. That is the stamen or the androecium. All right, and the stamen is made up of anther and filament. Okay, and then we come to the fourth part. That is the female reproductive part. That is known as gynoshim, and it is made up of stigma, style, and ovary, and is known as what? And is known as pistil. Okay, children. So it is clear to all of you. Thank you.